Chamisa gets court reprieve. MDC Alliance leader Nelson Chamisa yesterday obtained a provisional high court order halting the disbursement of $7.5 million under the Political Parties Finance Act to the Thokozani Khupe-led MDC-T as assets became the latest battleground in the fractured opposition. The government was due to release the money given to political parties with more than 5 seats in parliament to the MDC Alliance at a time the opposition party had been thrown into disarray by a Supreme Court ruling declaring Chamisa an illegitimate leader. The ruling made last month also declared Khupe the acting president of the opposition party until an extra Congress to be held in 3 months. This is despite Chamisa and Khupe participating in the last general elections under different political groupings. Armed with the ruling, Douglas Mwinzora, who was Secretary General under the party's 2014 structures, immediately defected to Khupe and has since recalled 4 Chamisa MPs from Parliament as he steps up efforts to assume control of the party. But Chamisa approached the court seeking to block the release of the $7.5 million to Khupe. High Court Judge Justice Muningati Manangwa ruled in Chamisa's favor, setting the stage for another bruising legal battle in the opposition camp. Chamisa's lawyers are seeking a final order to have Minister of Justice, Ministry of Finance and the Parliament of Zimbabwe deposit $7,492,500 into the MDC Alliance bank account. It is ordered that within 7 days from the date of service of this order, Justice Minister shall pay into the applicant's account, held at Stewart Bank, all amounts due to the MDC Alliance in terms of the Political Parties Finance Act 211 in the sum $7,492,500, reads part of an interim order issued under HC 2199-20 read. The Justice Minister and Minister of Finance are hereby interdicted, stopped, barred from disbursing the sum of $7,492,500 due to the applicant in terms of the Political Parties Finance Act or any other amount thereof, to any party other than the MDC Alliance. The order came after riot police were involved in a late-night attempt to take over control of the MDC headquarters on behalf of Mwinzora on Thursday without a court order. MDC Alliance Secretary General Chelton Wynne said the police demanded that they hand over the keys to the building. They wanted us to hand over the party headquarters to Khupe. They came using a letter from Mwinzora which has no legal standing, Wynne said. It is not a court order and one wonders when and how the MDC-T got ownership, and therefore rights to evict us from a building that they don't own. Wynne's deputy, Jameson Timba, also said the MDC was mounting a 2-pronged approach to defending what he called the democratic space. You will see when we roll out our response, which will be both political and legal. The legal will see the expulsion of our colleagues being challenged in court. This is mostly to expose the blatant abuse of Parliament to settle political scores, Timba said. The other is political. A total mass resignation of our legislators forcing elections. This will take the battle to the people. We are happy to settle at once and for all through the people. The MDC, through its Deputy National Chairman, SUBCRIBE, announced the temporary withdrawal from Parliament until consultations with various stakeholders are complete in protest over the recall of its MPs by the Khupe camp. The MDC Alliance, however, argues that if the MDC-T went to elections through the MDC Alliance, it can only recall any member of Parliament of the Council through the MDC Alliance. Mwinzora, however, dismissed Sakala, who announced his sacking from the party, saying he would not be listening to the voices of people who have been defeated. I cannot be dismissed from a party that I do not belong to. I do not belong to their party. I am Secretary General for the MDC-T led by Morgan Tsvangirai, Mwinzora said. This announcement does not make sense. These people don't know what they are doing. They are still reeling from the defeat that they suffered at Parliament and in the courts. I don't blame them at all, because they are in 6s and 7s.
Yeah.